Hey, Bolo buddies. Thanks for watching. I'm going to feature the dog patch picker. And if you guys want to check him out on eBay, this is his eBay store. And I'm going to feature some of his bolos. So, what this is I'm going to tell you where they got the item, what they paid for it, and what it sold for. And these are items to be on the lookout for if you're a reseller that hopefully you can pick up cheap and flip for a profit. If you would like me to feature your eBay store, if you've got 20 or 30 items that have sold within the last 90 days that are big money bolos, feel free to reach out to me and I would love to feature your store. All right, here we go. The first one here is this vintage Johnson Snow Goose decoys. And he said, I got these goose decoys at an antique store liquidation ran by a local estate sale company. Bought on day 2 of estate sale as part of a large purchase. Price worked out to be about $17 and sold on an offer for $201. These are brown goose decoys from this same company, but they sell for significantly less. Oh, there are. So the brown ones sell for less. So these were the snow goose decoys. There you go. So these went for more, maybe because of the color. That's how I'm understanding it. The next one is Bear Tracker and Outfitter's Guide to Bear Hunting with Hounds, 1979. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Always be on the lookout for boring books. Boring books. I love it. At estate sales and yard sales. When I spied this one at a yard sale, I asked how much, and he said, for you, 20 cents. I gave him a quarter and told her to keep the change. If you ever find any books by Obi Corey, grab them up. They sell for lots. I took an offer of 150. Oh my goodness. It did take 8 months to sell. That is hilarious. Boring books, 25 cents. That's fabulous. Wow. Okay, the next one. That was funny. Groyler's Story of America cards, huge lot, 3-box homeschooling history. Bought these history collector cards at a yard sale, paid 5 for all of them. They will sell individually, but I ain't got time for that. Sold all for 127.44. So, yeah, you could section these out or sell them each as a pack or by year, it looks like. But yeah, I agree. List it and get it going. Get it going. Sell it. Move it. Let's move it. All right, here's the next one. AKAI reel-to-reel model. It's untested and made in Japan. Got it as part of a storage unit buy. Another reseller and I went on a unit for 400 and split everything. She was not interested in this piece. I wasn't able to test it because it had a 220-volt plug. I ended up taking an offer of 100 plus 100 shipping. I'm in California and the buyer was in Florida. Yeah. Yep. Expensive to ship. Vintage large copper apple butter candy. Is that supposed to be rustic? Maybe rustic. I think that's a typo. Kettle pot handles. Damaged look. Damaged look. I love it. My neighbor bought a candy and ice cream shop. He's been cleaning out the storage rooms and knows I sell on eBay. He gave me this beautiful copper kettle to sell. It had a big split in the bottom. Ooh, look at that. I ended up taking an offer of 89 plus shipping. I don't know what the buyer would do with it. I suppose some type of metalsmith could fix it, but it would be super cool just as like a decoration. A little embarrassed about my typo in the title, so please don't judge. I'm like, I think that's rustic. That's okay. But I almost tried to sound it out. I was like, ruatic. So I was like, oh, he did that on purpose to get me, right? He wanted to get me in the video. 1991 Bud Light beer, Mike Bill, Seabold Speedboat Racing embossed sign. Let's see. What does it say? Bought 4 large beer signs from a Facebook marketplace, $80 total. This was the first to sell. It went for 95 plus shipping. It was a little tricky to ship, but I just sandwiched it between some large cardboard and styrofoam pieces, taped it up, and then put in a large lawn and leaf bag. Tape that sucker up and bon voyage. There you go. Did I skip one? No. Okay. This is another, is it a bowl? It's a mixer bowl. Uh-oh. I might have got my things. Uh-oh. Well, I don't see information on this one. So I might have goofed. Okay, so let's look at it and we just won't have the stats on it. Oh no, wait, I found it. I found it. Hobart Mixer Bowl, another free to me from the candy store neighbor. Wish he was as free with his chocolate as he is with his junk. The bowl sold for $109.93. Yeah, free chocolate forever. But yeah, that was nice. He gave you a nice bowl. Now you can buy some chocolate. Uh Descoware? Descoware. Belgium, orange red bean pot. It's a bean pot. It's cast iron. Picked up at an estate, paid 50. Woo! For a cup. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was for this. Paid 50 for a couple of totes full of stuff. This piece was fun to research. The brand was bought up by Lee Crusade. Did I say it right? I think I said it right. I always struggle with that one. Lee Crusade. Did I say it? Oh my goodness. You guys are giving me a hand clap right now. If I said it right, I could have, maybe I'm just still saying it wrong. No longer made. Julia Child actually preferred it Descro ware. Now I can't say this. It's cast iron, which many cooks like, but it's much lighter than Lee Crusade. Took 95 offer on this pot because I'm an impatient reseller. That wasn't too far off the asking price. Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay. The Staffordshire Copper Luster Spaniel Dog separate legs. Okay. So listen, guys, I'm going to tell you that people love their animals. They love them. Whether it's jewelry or it's figurines, people love animals. So if you see animals, look them up. You are finding all my secret shames. I was so frustrated with myself on this one. Paid up for these dogs at an estate sale for 40 for the pair, only to discover when I got home they were riddled with cracks, not crazing. Real cracks. I disclosed my listing, of course, and happily took 95. Okay, well, you still made a great profit. And you know what? It's a great teaching moment because somebody may have found these at a sale for $5 and you flipped it for 95. Yes, you paid 40, so you paid up and you paid a little more than probably you should have if it had actual cracks in it, but you still sold it for 95 and made a profit. And it's a good learning lesson for people. Number one, things that are broken sell. And number two, if you pick this up cheap, it's probably a good idea to still pick it up because it sold for $95. A good reminder to slow down and look carefully at ceramics and glass before buying. Hopefully, I can save another reseller from my mistakes. Vintage faux suede leather fur lined jacket, extra large, country core. One of the first acquisitions, I can't say that word, acquisitions when I started eBaying in earnest. Got in a storage unit buy. It was an epic unit, completely messy and filled with a giant mound of clothes. No one else at the auction wanted anything to do with it. So I got the whole thing, the 10 by 8 foot unit for $11. This was in October of 2022. That jacket has been hanging about ever since. I priced it high because I'm both hopeful and ignorant. I finally took an offer of 40. I'm almost at the end of my messy $11 unit. Hey, the unit was 11, you sold it for 40. You were patient, you were very patient, and you know what? List it and forget it. Heartland limited edition baseball statue, Dizzy Dean, St. Louis Cardinals with box. So what I did here, guys, I looked through his solds and I sent him the ones I want him to send me information on. So what's great about this is we are seeing extra information on things that you goof up on and things that you do well on, how long things take to sell. So I do like this format as far as the educational side of it. Another piece from the unit I split with another reseller. There were lots of these Heartland figures there, most in their boxes like new condition. These are reproductions that came out in the 90s, but some are still worth good money and have been surprisingly good sellers. This Dizzy Dean went for $74.93. So if you see them, look them up. This is a Shriners Freemason Masonic firing glass crystal hand engraved fluted base. These have thick, heavy bottoms on them, and I guess the Shriners take a shot and then slam them down. I don't know, but that's the best I can figure from my internet research. I got several different types of these glasses at an estate sale for $1, listed high, but took an offer of 30. So this would be one where you can sell them as a lot, or you can sell them individually and possibly make more of a profit. Plus, it's also easier to ship them individually. So that's what I like to do. If I'm going to do glass, I like to part it out because I don't like trying to put 10 glasses in one box. It takes forever. One glass in one box is much easier. What do you guys think on that? Would you list them together or part them out? Vintage 1970s handmade anthropomorphic turtle cruel wall art picture. Kitschy. Look how cute it is. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. What happened? There it goes. Had it listed for over a year on 3 different platforms with no interest. I was surprised because I thought Cruel Stuff did well, and I'm sure some do. Maybe this one just wasn't funky enough. Anyway, I can't remember what I paid for it. It was a family-run estate sale. I'm cheap generally, so under 5. Took a best offer of 35, so a nice bread and butter piece. Yes, these right here, some of them can go for big money. It's so unexpected because this is just something, a pattern somebody had, artwork they did. I think it's pretty rad. I'm surprised it didn't go quicker and for more because, I mean, it's a turtle with a face. Everybody needs that in their life. Antique 1920s glass. Is it Hooser? Canister bullet sugar shake dispenser. Look how cool. I feel like I remember these from like a dairy aisle. Got it at an antique store liquidation ran by a local estate sale company. It was 2-day, so they were making deals. I bought a pretty good haul of stuff that day. Made my money back with just one sale. Everything else is gravy. I put these on sale in my store leading up to Christmas. It sold for $47.94. Vintage photo of bull tiger fight, Panama City. Numerous spectators, Navy sailors. Facebook Marketplace paid 8 for a bunch of a small batch, under a dozen of vintage antique photos. This one was in there. I'm beginning to love selling old photos. So much fun to take the piece sold for $49.93 and went to the UK. Yeah, you guys, it's shocking what some old photos go for. Vintage Halloween, people in costumes. For some reason, they are really, really popular and can go for crazy money. But look at this. Look at the bull. Takes a little research, takes a little time, but definitely something to be on the lookout for. And the keychain from an amusement park that is now Six Flags. Prior to that, they had different characters and mascots. This PVC keychain figure I got from an estate. It was less than $1 and took a best offer of 25. Yeah, this is just an unexpected item, guys. I mean, who would have known, right? So he said, thanks for asking me to do this, Courtney. I only really started selling on eBay in 2022. Bolo Buddies was one of the first Facebook groups I joined, and your YouTube was amongst the first I started watching as I was trying to figure this all out. I really do appreciate all you do. You are one of my reselling heroes. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I haven't read this until right now. I also sell on Mercari as well as eBay, and I'm on Instagram as dogpatch picker. Someday I might figure out YouTube, but for now, reselling and my day job keep me busy. You guys, please go follow Dog Patch Picker over on eBay. Check out his store. He's a bolo finder. Everybody put thank you in the chat for sharing your bolos. It does take a lot of time for them to send me the information and go through and look up what they paid for items, where they got it, and send the info. I do have another video like this coming from Catfield and Thrifty and Farm Girl Scavenger Noel. So look for those in the future, or maybe I already shared them. And if you guys want me to feature you in a video like this, just reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook through Messenger. It's limited space available. So whoever reaches out to me first, I'll check out your eBay store. Just send me a link to your eBay store. I'll go through it. And I need about 20 to 30 good sales, big money bolos. So if you think you've got that, reach out to me and I will feature you. I'll also shout out any platforms you sell on, if you sell on Whatnot, or if you have a YouTube channel, anything like that. So it's great exposure for those things if you guys are on social media and stuff like that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And Dog Patch Picker, thank you for sharing your bolos. You always have great stuff. And thanks for watching.